Once again, it's our privilege to bring to you the highlights from the Blackpool Dance Festival. This, the 74th year, saw almost 2,400 entries, 1,500 couples from 48 different countries taking part in the greatest dance competition and championships in the world.
It's a marvellous venue, and we look forward to talking about these competitions.
Thank you. We continue now the semi-final of the Amateur Latin American Championship. 12 couples will be involved. They are as follows: 2, 25, 47, 68.
So we're down to the semi-final. From the original entry of 302 couples, the title is vacant, with Michael Bentinck and Beata now having turned professional. 2 qualifying rounds on Monday and earlier today, Tuesday, and a 5-round schedule for tonight. This is the 4th of those 5 rounds. There's a couple from Finland, from Denmark, 2 from Russia, 2 from England, 1 from Belgium, 1 from the Czech Republic, 2 from Germany, and 2 from Slovenia. Truly an international world-class field.
So we have this young couple, Matej and Jasna from Slovenia. Very good action in this cha-cha-cha. Good hip movements.
Yes, nice couple, these, Pat. Very nice.
It's a difficult situation, lots of splits, keeping it
well,
music.
Rather her than me.
And here we have Slavik and Joanna.
Yes, they've come through from the qualifying round, so they've they've had a long, hard haul to get into this round, and looking very good indeed. From Belgium, Pat.
That's right, she's from Belgium and he's from Russia. So it's quite a new partnership.
Yes, this is why they've had to qualify, is it? Because they're very good.
Yeah. Matthew and Nicole Cutler from England.
Yes, they were, of course, the 1997 champions, and they were runners-up a year ago.
Extremely well rehearsed couple. Every foot movement appears to be in a correct position, so there's a lot of practice work has gone into their performance.
What occurred to me is if you actually put a stopwatch on the amount of time they spend looking out at the audience and any time they spend dancing and towards each other, I wonder what the proportion might be. It just seems a bit too much outward going as a show rather than a couple performance. Although the quality of the dancing is excellent.
Take your positions, please, for your second dance, the Samba.
To the music phrasing.
Giving them a little stop to get the stone off the shoe. Very well done.
So here we have Michael and Sabine representing Germany.
Yes, they were sixth in the competition last year. And of course there's at least one place going in the final with the champions now professional and not defending.
Combination of whisks with different timings. This is Jussi and Katja from Finland.
I had a period about 18 months, 2 years ago, where I thought they were going to make a really major breakthrough, but something has eluded them a little.
Again, although we want to see this body activity, it has to come from the base, and the use of the legs is so important. The pressure through the feet.
And I don't think it is. I think this is
Just
possibly the
needs
missing
to be
factor.
Developed. Franco and Mallin from Germany. I like the angles of their body, which are well together, and the commitment of the body as they move forward, rather than just seeing the legs work. And down he goes.
What a finish.
Very strong muscular tones in this young lady's legs, very well toned, good use of toes and feet.
Yes, nice performance.
Yes, very striking. Klaus and Victoria from Denmark. Settle into the hip before the movement.
Yes, you can really study it in slow motion. They'll be pleased when they see this, I'm sure.
Darren and Lilia from England.
And having a good night, Pat.
Yes,
dancing very well.
Look to be enjoying themselves.
I suppose you'd say the splits are in this year. It seems to be something favoured by many couples.
Yes, as long as they're fluid from going in and coming out, they can be acceptable. If it's too athletic, it's not so dance form.
Very nice rumba they've danced.
Yes, they're controlling their work very nicely these days.
And your fourth dance, the Koselj.
very good couple from Russia, Sergey and Elena. Very good impact.
Yes, accomplished pair, aren't they? They understand the actions, present them well. Whether it's going to be good enough for the final will remain to be seen. They're certainly a sound couple.
Another young couple from Russia, again, very strong in their action. Very good height and shape.
We come now to your last dance in the semi-final, the giant Franco.
Very good semi-final.
Yes, very good indeed.
Marvellous dancing. Very good rhythm produced from the legs, reflected in their bodies, orange steps, West Coast swing.
Just a little slip there, but we quickly get back together again. Out goes the hand and come back to daddy.
Back into the rhythm of the dance. The West Coast swing is always a little bit dodgy, but they perform that well. Matej and Jasna from Slovenia.
It's a very clean couple. I think they're very attractive to watch, and I think they're dancing very well. Gosh, you can leap up in air.
And kick.
Even at the end of a hard-fought semi-final, still plenty of energy left. Nice sparkly dress, very eye-catching.
Yes, with plenty of movement. It's very attractive Nice length. Rolling in, rolling out, rolling in.
Yes, nice use of basic figures, easily recognisable, good sound technique.
Very good couple from Belgium.
Yes, I like these very much indeed.
Joanna.
Very, very much. Come through from the... Well, they've already finished in front of 190 couples, with only these 12 left out of the 302. But I think they could go further.
Come now to the final, the Amateur Latin Championships 1999. 6 couples. They are as follows. 2, 25, 47, 138. Six contested for the most prestigious amateur title in the world, the Cha-Cha-Cha.
Double splits again, and beautifully done. Confirming what you said, Pat, it's how you look doing what you're doing.
That's right, they're dancing well in this final. That's good.
Lovely, that's super.
able to see Matej and Jasna from Slovenia, using all the different influences of dance, but keeping it within the cha-cha image. So the flexibility of muscles at this stage are
Tremendous, aren't they? Tremendous, in really good form.
loosened up. Matthew and Nicole.
Former winners and last year's runner-up. And if memory serves me correctly, runners-up 3 years ago. So, obviously with a very good chance. And dancing very well overall.
The balance is very good, so it's very rare that you see them out of balance, which quite a few of the other couples sometimes use too much activity and then they're not able to retain the composure. But these two appear to maintain it all the time.
Your second dance, Samba. Thank you.
Wonderful final, the Samba. And here we have Michael and Sabine from Germany, showing how all the basic fundamentals are being worked on, plus the exuberance that they portray.
They changed costume for the semi-final and into this red and silver costume, and I'm not sure it was such a good move. The girl's always got good legs and she always attracts me, but he looks a bit short in the leg in red, and I wonder whether possibly another colour might have given an illusion of a longer leg look.
Yes, it's always very difficult to change the image that you start with, but sometimes people prefer what you started in.
I like these patterns. They're beginning to start to mount a challenge on the very best couples.
That's right, Franco and Alice Marlene. They are
This is particularly well danced. I think it's the piece we're capturing on the slow motion. Where they go back here, nice and lovely. That's very good indeed. And back again.
They've kept the fluidity of the upper part of the body beautifully. And they do have quite a lot of eye contact, even if they're on the same foot, they are aware of each other.
Say.
A wonderful response to this competition. The atmosphere is terrific. It's Andrej and Katerina showing the beautiful leg action.
I haven't thought them on top form tonight, but the results may prove my view not confirmed by the judges, but I think I've seen them at a higher level. I normally like them very much. She's a very strong, masculine dancer, and maybe it's the dress that I find. Oh, we've heard of the travelling spins, we've now got the travelling splits. Now we're going to see a most intricate movement here, Pat. I hope people don't necessarily think they can copy this. There are a couple of here do it brilliantly, but it's not something I would recommend except to the most highly skilled. It's coming up now.
The balance to each other is very good here, and here she's able to turn.
Oy.
A little bit out of balance at the end, but
yes,
well executed. It's all right to have these little gems now and again, but they mustn't be overloaded, or else it's not appreciated.
And they generally dance brilliantly through the whole competition. I think they're absolutely fabulous, and for me they could finish very high, although there's the odd little loss of balance here and there. Could prove costly.
And here we have the Belgium couple again. Very good flight and movement and drama within this dance.
Yes,
Dancing.
a lot of atmosphere. She just fails to get her heels quite together, which is a shame. It's little things like that can decide the results of competitions. But now they're going into a matching line that's really wonderful.
Very fluid legs in the développés and the rondés. Beautiful. Although they're not playing Spanish gypsy dance, they have to listen and dance with the music. So most of the couples have it choreographed to Spanish gypsy dance, but at Blackpool there are many other paso dobles that they have to dance to.
Thank goodness. When you have to listen to Spanish gypsy dance for about 14 heats, it becomes a bit monotonous.
Sometimes this red, it doesn't give them, in a way, the power of when they walk. It's not quite as dramatic as...
Yes, I think you've summed up for me my feelings about them, Pat, the remarks I made earlier about the costume change. Now, what about the hairdos, Pat? I mean, a lot of girls have gone for this softer hairdo that flicks around a little bit. It's nice to see the changes, but what's your view on it?
Well, when it's such a long competition, the perspiration destroys the hair, and there has to be a danger. If it is fluid, it looks very nice at the beginning of the evening, but by the end of the evening, it's very difficult to control. This young lady, it has stayed quite nicely for her. It's not going into her eyes.
No, the cut is beautiful, and I quite like the various hairstyles, and we've certainly moved away from the ultra-slick hairdo image that was all the girls had just a short time ago.
And your final dance to jive.
Well, a very good final, very good indeed.
Thank you for fabulous time. Thank you, judges.
Performance is appreciated by this very knowledgeable crowd.
Yes, it's a full house. It always is a full house at Blackpool. Most of whom have seen all the greats for many, many years and fully appreciate the lovely dancing they've seen tonight.
Franco and Marlene. Even in this slow motion, I love the activity that they're able to create.
Yes, I think they're smashing.
Connection between each other is very good. So there's no loss of hands or uncertainty. It's very positive. And Andrej and Katerina from Slovenia. Again, very musical. This hairdo is a little bit distracting, but it's not going on her face, so it's she has controlled it very well.
So they're also good, and it's also close between them. It's little things like hairdos and dress and costume colour can make that just that fractional difference.
That's right. Of Matthew and Nicole, she has used a little imagination on her shoes, which look very attractive. Gives them a very slim, thin design, but it is a full shoe. So she has the security all the way. It looks very good.
The tail on the dress swings out well and adds to the movement.
That's right.
Obviously that's what it's designed for.
That's it.
Under the watchful eye of Donny and Gaynor, the greatest Latin couple of all time, looking at all the couples and...
That's right.
So now we come, ladies and gentlemen, to the results of the two finals of today. First, give a very warm thanks to the hard-working panel of adjudicators. Lena Armstrong, Michael Barr, Peter Eggleton, Hazel Fletcher, Barbara Nova, Bobby Urban, MBE, John Knight, Carol McQuail, Margaret Benton, Robert Shaw, and Sammy Stockholm. And the presenter this evening is Operations Executive for Leisure Park, Mr. George Edwards. Now we come to the result of the Amateur Latin American Championship for 1999. First, number 2 from England, Matej and Cutler.
So they'll be obviously very pleased with this result.
Yes, to regain the championship after losing it last year.
First of all 5 dances.
All 5.
Yes. Few people would argue with that, I think. Very, very good performance, a champion's performance.
And second, 208 83 from Slovenia, Andrej Skufca and Katerina Venturini.
Well, they were fourth last year and moving up to second this year.
Europe is second in the Cha-Cha, second in the Samba, second in the Rumba, second in the passes doubly, and third in the Jive. And third is number 47 from Germany, Franco, Formica, Marlene, Schlogel.
Well, they were fifth last year, so second and third couple moved up to 2 places to replace the couples that have now left the amateur ranks.
Europe is third in the Cha-Cha, fourth in the Samba, fifth in the Rumba, third in the passes doubly,
Mixed set of placings.
sixth in the Jive. Fourth, 241 from Germany, Nicole, Sabine, Kramski.
And they were sixth last year, so again moving up the 2 places to fill the vacant spots. Well.
Fifth, 138 from Belgium, Slavik, Joanna, Leunis.
Well, the crowd loved them, and so did I. I could have seen them higher. In fact, the fifth and sixth place couples, I could have had both of them higher. But that's the way it goes. The couples in front of them were very good.
And sixth, number 25, from Slovenia, Matej, Joanna, Koselj.
Well, champions again. 2 years ago we were speaking at the end of the Amateur Latin Championship, and that was a great night, I know, and you're all desperate to phone home and tell the family. And what's it like the second time round?
Even better. It felt really good today, and we prepared really hard for it, and it feels a lot better than the first time. The first time was a surprise, and that was good, but this time I thought we really deserved the win today.
Well, yeah, I think you're absolutely right, and winning all 5 dances, of course, the judges agreed with that. Was it harder being the form couple, because you were the form favourites, of course?
It is harder. Everyone's looking at you with kind of old eyes. If someone new gets in the final and they're fresh and new and they haven't seen them before, but everyone's looking at you, expecting something.
Didn't it happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
the noise,
Yeah.
it was wonderful for them.
Yeah.
Does that affect you at all?
No.
What's going on in
We're
the
so
crowd?
focused on what we have to do, and we know we have 5 dances and it's the end of the competition, and we're not going to give up at the end. So we're so focused on what we're doing. The crowd, you can hardly hear them.
You just pretend that the applause is for you anyway.
Well, of course,
so.
well, yeah, I'm sure it all was. Tell me a little secret. Who decides about the change of costume? Because you changed for the semi-final.
Yeah.
Who decides?
Well, we've decided
Is it the
quite a
man
while
who makes
ago.
all the decisions?
Oh no, not in this marriage.
Oh.
Is it in any?
We've done it for about 5 years, so we just felt like you feel the semi-final and the final, the hardest rounds, because you have to dance straight out.
Yeah.
So, and a new costume can give you some good feeling, and that's what
How do you decide
helps.
which one to wear first and then which one to save for the
Usually,
final 2 rounds?
if you have 2, you can decide which is the one you like the best, and you save the best, obviously, to last.
But they were both new, were they?
Yes.
Yeah, brand new, of
So it's a
course.
matter of what, I suppose one feels
Yeah.
like
One is
eaten.
More
usually you
special
spend
than
more
the
money on
other.
one of them than the other.
A
You
lot
pay the
more
most
money.
expensive in the final.
So it was a good investment, sir.
Yes.
Oh,
When
definitely.
you won 2 years ago, Nicole, you didn't win 5 dances then, did you? If I remember right, it's rather
Yes, we
close.
did.
Yes, we
Did
did.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there
We
you
did.
are.
We had a great
You've been
day that
involved
day.
in a few near misses,
Oh,
haven't
yes.
you?
We've been involved in a big battle between 3 couples, and
Absolutely.
it's
That
been
was three.
tough.
That was a year ago, wasn't
That
it?
was a year ago,
All
yeah.
Yeah.
3 of you.
Yeah, all
and,
3 of us there,
All
and-
3 of you had victories over each other.
Mm.
That was. So I suppose was it as exciting this year? And
Even
it was,
more.
yeah, it was different in a different way. It was very exciting, and we felt more in control, obviously, because we wasn't trying to compete against someone so close to us.
yeah,
So we
it's
felt
a
a bit
different
more.
mindset, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a different-
When you're the form winner, you haven't got to win. The others have got to beat you.
But you
And
still
if
have
you're
to
good, they can't do
perform.
it.
Yeah,
This
you
is
still
the
have to-
hardest thing. You don't have someone to improve your performance. You have to do it on your own.
To fight within yourself to obviously produce your best.
Well,
Because
you
if someone's there who's your rival, then it's easy to get your best because you know you have to do it.
Yeah, I think there were a few battles going on
yeah.
lower down,
Yeah.
but I think
Definitely.
you dance like champions have to dance.
Mm.
So although you weren't defending, really you in a way you were, because
Yeah.
A, you've won it
Yeah.
before, and B, because you were the four winners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I must admit,
So it's
it's not the
tough.
easiest of pressures, but you handled it marvellous. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
congratulations,
Thank you very
and
much.
maybe next year it'll be the third one of the.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Anything
the
can
future?
happen.
Anything can happen. Well, good luck in the future anyway.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.